Hello? Hello? How's it going, guys? Give me a second. For whatever reason, the webcam is broke again. Yay. Okay. Let's try that. Oh. Nope, still not working. Okay. Got it. There we go. Hello, guys. How's it going? Good to see you all. We're here on Minecraft, like, whoa. It's been a minute. I am so incredibly tired. I am so tired. Something feels off, like, something feels incredibly off. Hello, Pi. Thank you for the bits. I appreciate it. Congrats on grabbing first, Admiral. Hello, Swiftu. Hello, Ranger. Hello, Kai. How's it going, guys? Good to see you all. I have pretty well shredded my vocal cords over the last week, so be patient while I slowly bring back my voice. And I've also got guests in the house right now, so I'm not gonna be super loud either. I'm gonna try to kind of keep things a little more laid back and toned down for tonight anyway, just for that reason. Let me go ahead and adjust some volume here. But how are you guys doing? It's good to see you all. King's back, tell a friend. How was the trip? The trip was great. I think I told you guys I was going for a competition of some sort where I was coaching. I did do that, and my teams both did very well. It's not been publicly announced anywhere else though, so I can't really say what exactly happened. All I can say is there were medals taken home. I can say that much, I think. So there you go. That's as much as I can say. But I really proud to have helped with that. Now I will say this, I have also gotten like some really terrible sunburn. You can kind of see like the tan line there from my watch, and there's like skin peeling off really bad. My nose is like I had a whole layer of skin basically peel off my nose a couple days ago. My forehead is peeling pretty bad. The sun was intense, but it was nice. It was a good time. I also got to see some of my online friends in real life for the first time as well. And, you know, it was just a good time all around. Very happy. I did also get to go to Disneyland during that time period. So, we had some fun with that as well. We definitely had some fun with that. Let's see. Welcome home, soldier. Thank you, Pi. Much appreciated. Let me catch up on what you said here. I have not left my dormitory since the commencing of the summer equinox, for the California wilderness has become one of a wasteland. Best regards, Pi the Preserved the Third. Gosh, that, you know, California is a scary place. I have had the pleasure of being there for a couple of days, and the sun is intense. I got a sunburn from just standing out there carrying luggage from one place to another for about 20 minutes, and that's where my sunburn from my arms and my face came from, and that was like last Monday. So that should kind of give you an idea of how bad the sun was. These weren't just like baby sunburns. I mean, they're kind of itchy right now. I'm not gonna lie. I'm trying to ignore them, but they kind of are bugging me right now. Let's see. Want to hear a life update? Always. Let's see. Wait a minute. Dang. Disneyland. Hola, King. Welcome back. Hello, Sammy. How's it going? Good to see you. I was in the pool a week ago for about an hour, went home, deep red. Jeez. Yeah, the California sun is not kind. That's for sure. However, I was in SoCal, California. Um, and it was a very good time. The breeze from that ocean is just always coming in, so it wasn't overbearingly hot. It was just the sun was so intense that it would burn your skin. And after I got the burns, if I was out in the sun at all, it felt like my skin was on fire. So I just wore a jacket the entire time. So yes, I was sweating buckets, but I probably won't have skin cancer, so that's a pretty good plus. Um, Good, ankles hurt, but I took some legal drugs and it helped, but they still hurt. Oof. Sorry to hear that, Sammy. Hopefully, your ankles feel better soon. My ankles and shins and knees and hips and back and shoulders all hurt pretty consistently right now. But it's not awful. It's not awful. Um, I've learned to live with it the past couple of days, but like this last week, it's been in between like 16,000 to 25,000 steps taken every single day. So, I, for most people, that's probably not much. Well, I shouldn't say that's not much, but you gotta also understand I'm tall, and so I take longer steps than everybody. So it's like the equivalent of a couple of miles. I say a couple. It's a lot more than just a couple of miles. Let me see if I can pull up distance. That would be in the other app. So to give you guys an idea of that, one of my larger days that I walked was probably Saturday, and that was just 12.2 miles of walking. And I did that several times. The day before was 9 miles, the day before that was 7, the day before that was 9. And it was just that several days in a row. 10 miles on Monday, June 24th. So, we've had quite a lot of walking, but it was nice. It was good. Good times. I live in an apartment with one other person. I'm getting welfare/job trade soon, and when I do, if I save for 2 months, I can get a PC. That sounds wonderful, Nuggy. I'm glad to hear that things are starting to look up. It's good that you're out of the shelter and in an apartment with somebody. That's good. It's good to get out of those situations, and hopefully that other person is good. I'm gonna assume they're probably a good person, or at least not a bad person. Let's see. Creepers are the bane of my existence. Fair enough, Ranger. Fair enough. Where did you go again? I went to California. I live in SoCal, like an hour from LA and San Diego. The weather is nice on the coast, but the more inland you get, it just gets hotter and hotter. Yeah. I was in Arizona like a couple of years back, and and I know it's not California, but I'd imagine that's probably what it's like inland, honestly, because it's just desert out there, and a lot of California is pretty well just desert. So, oh man, playing Minecraft feels so weird. I haven't touched a computer in so long, guys. This is the first time I've turned on my computer. I got home last night, absolutely wiped out, and and then all of today I've been playing with my niece and nephew. They're in town today, and so I figured, what better time to hang out with the kids than while they're here, Because I hardly get to see them, really. I mean, it's like 1 to 3 times a year, so you gotta make it count, You gotta make it count. The sun is always beating down even if you're on the coast, so absolutely. It's just the breeze makes it more bearable on the coast. We did get to go to the beach while we were there, and it was a fun time, but the water was freezing. I'm used to the Atlantic Ocean, where it's like somewhat bearable. The Pacific Ocean though is a lot colder, as it turns out. Um, but it's a lot more pretty as well. I don't know what it is other than just the color of the water, but the Pacific has just a different shade of blue, really, and I don't know what was washing up out of the water, but there was this different plant life than what we have when I go to Florida. Like, Florida has, like, this red kind of, like, seaweed stuff come out, but there was, like, actual proper, like, kelp, I think, coming out of the Pacific. It was so strange, but it was really cool, too. Oh, man. Lots of good times. I might make like an extensive video like reminiscing on parts of the trips, but I we'll see. I don't know. That might be boring. If I did it, it would just be for my own sake. Pain sucks. Why did we invent it? You know, I wish I could give you a good answer on that. She kind of hits on me, but it's whatever. You know, I guess like if it helps you get to a place where you can stay, then it's tolerable. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I mean, it's not great, obviously, but you know, it's when it's that or the streets, I think it's better to take that. Let's see. More Twitch emotes. Yo, let's go. It's no longer touch grass. It's now touch PC. Absolutely. I've been dying to like play my PC, you know, for the last couple of days, especially. Like, it was killing me not getting work done for the first couple of like days, and then I was starting to become okay with it. I got my mind off of it. I stopped checking Discord entirely. And then somebody gets hacked, and it just so happens to be that Admiral and I are the only ones that were online to take care of it. So we took care of that, and then I went back to not caring for a little bit, and then I got hacked on my Microsoft account. Somebody brute forced my Microsoft account. I don't know why, but they did. So like whoever you are, like politely just like I have a lot of impolite words to say about you, but I'm going to refrain. But like come at me, bro. I'm not afraid to hurt a 9-year-old. Although you're probably not 9. They tried like a lot, but they brute forced it. I don't know what they wanted from my account because it's really not that valuable. My account has literally the most valuable thing is that I have Minecraft on it. And that's it. Unless you just really want my Minecraft account, like you're getting nothing out of that. And as soon as they signed in, I got a notification and I just locked them out again. Changed my password and it's like, okay, so cool. You did it. Good job. Congratulations. Now what? I haven't been hacked on anything else, so I don't know if it was targeted, if it was just the fact that it was me and it was in a security leak. I don't know. But it happened. And that got me like back into wanting to do more work. And then on Wednesday, like I had a video come out. I kind of forgot that was coming out. And so I got a bunch of notifications from YouTube saying stuff was coming out. I was like, what? And so then I remembered the Q&A video came out. I still haven't gone back to watch it to see if it even uploaded correctly, because as I was uploading it, I had, like, I was leaving the house. Like, I was stepping out the door as it was uploading. That's how, like, close it was to not even coming out, honestly. I literally did everything I could for that video. I should have had it done a long time ago, admittedly, but I didn't. So, no excuse necessarily, just me saying, like, a basic fact of, I haven't even seen how it turned out. Which is, like, a whole issue in and of itself. But luckily, that should be the last time that happens for a little bit. I'm gonna try to take some more time this week, get a video done, before I have to turn around and leave again. For those of you who don't know, that's not the only trip I'm taking this July. I gotta go down to Florida. It's kind of coast-to-coast deal right now. But after I come back from Florida, I should be home for a while. And that should mean that streams are back on in their full entirety. And you guys will see me a lot more. And for some of you, that might be to the detriment. Sorry. Not sorry. Reese's. It's no longer touch grass, it's now touch PC. I'm back. My mom just got home from work. Nice, nice. I touch grass enough. Fair enough. I've done a lot of grass touching over the last couple of days, and it's been nice. It's been very nice. Dude, I miss living in New York. The Atlantic is so much warmer. Absolutely. Absolutely. I love the Atlantic because of that. Like, if I'm in the mood to swim or anything like that, the Atlantic is so much better. The Pacific, though, it's very pretty to look at. So I like it for that reason. So I mean, there's benefits to both. It's just one is kind of like nicer than the other in some regards. I'm gonna head to sleep earlier than usual. Gotta hope I can sleep away ankle pain. Good night. All right, good night, Sammy. Hope you feel better soon. When I got back from camp, I had to relearn how to use a mouse and keyboard. Oh, jeez. Like, right now, it just feels weird to sit in front of my screen. I'm used to, like, phone screens, and I really didn't use my phone all that much this week, either. I tried to stay off of it. This is, like, the closest I've had to a technology break in a very, very long time. Possibly ever, honestly. Usually, I try to maintain some connection with the outside world, but I was just kind of... I tried to live in the moment a lot of that trip. A lot of that was also due to the fact that I didn't have much time to really, like, stop and sit on my phone. There were, like, maybe 1 hour every day where I had that time, and, you know, at the end of the day, too, I could spend some time. Now I have even less time, actually. My phone charger, like, the cable for it, it finally broke. So I don't have the capability to charge my phone all night long. So I charge it in the morning, where my dad sits. He sits down, every morning at, like, the, on the couch. And he's got a cable hooked up to it that he charges with every day, all day, basically. Whenever he sits down, he's usually plugged in. But because he works in the mornings and the mornings and into the noontime, it gives me some time that I can also spend to go ahead and charge up. But it means I don't have to spend time, well, I don't feel like I'm obligated to spend time on my phone. Because I need to conserve as much battery as I can. You know, emergencies do happen, and I try to conserve a good amount in case an emergency does happen. So many hackers, you did it. Do it again. Yeah, exactly. If I lost my Microsoft account, I'd probably lose everything. I've got so much stuff on it. I have, like, Minecraft, and I guess my Sea of Thieves is hooked up to it, but, like, you can't even play Sea of Thieves on it because, I own it on Steam rather than Microsoft. So, like, you couldn't steal my Steam copy, but you could steal my I guess you could steal my, whatever progress I've made with Sea of Thieves, which is so little. I really want to play more Sea of Thieves, but I really can't get myself to do it just yet. I've got so many other interesting things that I'd rather do than play Sea of Thieves, if I'm honest. Hear me out, what if there's another King Ragnog who wants his Minecraft name as King Ragnog, so he hacked your account to try to change your name so he could have the King Ragnog name? You know, that's a solid theory. After everything that's happened with the other King SMP, it wouldn't surprise me. Like, I got a whole bunch of deep lore about the other King SMP that I didn't really want, but I ended up with anyway. I was checking up because I applied to be on the official Minecraft server list, like, right when they announced it launching. And never heard anything back. And so I finally just sent them a message saying, like, hey, you know, what's up with this? Anything you can tell me so that I can get this approved quicker? And I got a message back about the other King SMP. And I was like, oh, that's not mine, but, like, okay. So I found out basically the other King SMP is classified pay to win by the official server list, which just tells me that it's that obvious. It's not even like it's an opinion at this point. It's just proven as fact, I would say. Which makes me feel a whole lot better about it. Also, I believe we were the first King SMP. I've been running King SMP as a server for years upon years. And when I looked it up way back when, there was no King SMP. Not on YouTube anyway. So I will claim the title and I will hold it till the day I die. I really should just also trademark it just to rub it in, honestly. Okay, let me go ahead and put the stone box up here. We've done so much over the year, like, well, a year and a half of owning this server, and we've got so much more to do. I saw in the Discord a couple of days ago, it may have been a week ago, I don't know. Somebody was asking about, like, restarting the server. It's not gonna happen anytime soon. Restarts only happen, like, when there's a reason. And I just, to be honest, don't see a reason. It was touched upon by, I think, Unreal a little bit. Where he said, like, restarting it isn't gonna really fix it. It'll fix it for, like, 2 weeks, or I think he said a month or two. But, you know, the reason we hold that opinion and why it's proven to be true all the time pretty much is every time we do restart the season, because people say they're bored or whatever, it doesn't, the player base doesn't last too long. Now, whether that's the fault of my timing or the server or just the people aren't actually interested in playing Minecraft, I don't know. But what I do know is it's not so much an issue that people are bored. It's just people don't want to play Minecraft long term anymore. And that's okay. That's okay. But, you know, it's not going to do me any good to restart the server every 2 months or whatever. Although that is an idea I've had in the past of doing something similar to that. It's just not something that really interests me right now. Okay, there we go. Let's see, King said no. I said it more professional, but summed up, that's what I said. Yeah, and honestly, that's really basically it, honestly. Like, I can give you guys all the reasons in the world, but honestly, at the end of the day, all that needs to be said is me saying no. and that's it. So, you know, take that, I guess, to anyone that disagrees with me. I said no, so bring it. But also, like, at the same time, I try to have a reason for me saying no as well. See, welcome back, King. I'm gonna need a review of them snacks I got you. Oh, homie, I haven't even gotten to crack into them yet. I've been so busy, but I do intend. You know what? We could probably eat some or try some tonight, like right now. I mean, I've got them all on the bed behind me. Okay, which one do you guys want to see first? I guess you're the only one that would really know, Liam. But do you have one that you want to like see right this second? I'm surprised it all made it through TSA in one piece. Really, like I was so careful packing it, but I wasn't expecting it to like actually make it, and it's here. It made it. Try the mochi. I'm curious. Okay, let me see if I can find it. Okay, it might be in the bag. Give me a second. I need to look up where I packed it. I've got like so many little pockets. King standing up in frame. I know it's crazy. It's so crazy. Okay. Okay, I think I Oh, found it. Okay. I found I found it. Um it was right in plain sight. Okay. I'm scared. Like this could be really really good, or I could hate it. Uh-oh. Is that rain or fireworks? It's hard to tell with the day. Okay, it's not rain, it's fireworks. Got it. I think King has a 50-50 chance on liking it or hating it. That's probably true. It's gonna be less and more sweet than you think. That's scary. Okay, should I just, like, take a bite out of it? Or, or should I, like, pull off a piece? Like, how does one eat this? I'm struggling with the packaging as well. Take a fat bite. Oh, oh. That was weird to touch. That was so weird to touch. Oh, that's... Mmm. Oh, gosh, okay. So, this is what it looks like. It smells good. Okay, ads just started. I'm gonna delay for a second. I'm gonna delay for a second and mentally prepare myself. He said it's covered in starch. That is indeed what it is. Okay. Who shoots fireworks on the 3rd? We've got, like, people in our town who will shoot them off the day before and put on, like, their own show. And then they'll go and watch the actual shows that the cities put on like, the 4th. So cute, and you're gonna eat it? Yes. Yes, I am. I guess some backstory here. I met, Liam while I was gone, and, we went to a couple of markets and he bought me a couple of wacky things to try. In this case, this one's mochi. It's so strange to hold. Like, it's a ball. It's a little sticky, but it's covered in starch, so it's okay. And like, it's firm, but it's soft. Like, it's squishy up to a point. It's kind of like, okay, to explain it, I guess it's this is gonna sound so disrespectful. It's kind of like a fat person, right? It's a little bit squishy until it's not. Once you like hit the bone, it's no longer squishy. That's what it's kind of like. That's the best description I've got. So like this is like eating a fat person, I guess. Not that I would know what that's like for legal reasons. Okay. So you said it's sweet bean and rice. It smells a little bit sweet. Big. Okay. Should I have something like to spit this in case I hate it? Like, I'm nervous. Like, this could be really good or really bad. Yes. Um, I don't have anything. I'll just run if it's like really bad. Like, if it's gag worthy. Okay. I. Huh. It tastes exactly like beans. I don't know how to feel about that, but it tastes like beans. Like, I know it's supposed to taste like beans, but I wasn't actually expecting it to taste like beans. What the heck? Second bite. Hmm. Okay. So, to explain it, I guess, for anyone who hasn't had mochi before, I don't really know how to explain it. So, like, this right here, this is rice. It tastes like rice, but it's kind of like gummy. So, it's like a gummy rice dough, I guess. And then it's filled with beans. Um, here's some beans. Those are beans. And the beans are actually sweet. And like you said, Liam, it's both sweet and not sweet at the same time. Like I was expecting the rice to actually be sweet and the beans to not be, and it's the complete opposite. The rice isn't sweet and the beans are. It's actually really good. I can see the appeal. I can definitely see the appeal. Chomp chomp munch munch. You'll be fine. The face. The face when you took the first bite. I'm sure it was very beautiful. I gotta go for a third bite here. I gotta. This is interesting. Hmm. I really don't know if I like it or not. Like, I don't hate it, and I don't dislike it, but I don't know if I necessarily like it either, which is weird. It's fun to play with, though. Like, you just kind of squish it every once in a while. It's kind of fun to rub between your fingers. It's, um, it's very nice. Don't clip that out of context. That we're not gonna get into that tonight. Mochi, am I right? Mochi is made of kneaded sweet glutinous rice, and the anko is Asian red beans cooked in a lot of sugar. I could definitely do with more of these beans, although they're a little hard. I don't know if that's just due to the fact that I did fly with them and I didn't store them as safely as I probably should have, and they got compacted down. But it's a little, I don't know. I don't know the right term there. It's pretty good though. It is pretty good. Okay, one more bite. One more bite. And then I'll make my definitive decision here. Okay. So it's good. I do like it. Um However, I don't know if I would go out of my way to find it. It's good. And maybe every once in a while I'd probably crave it. I could definitely see this being like a craving kind of food of like I can imagine like the moments like, man, mochi sounds really, really good right now. But I feel like it's one of those foods you gotta be in the mood for. Kind of like kind of like cake. There are days where like cake does not sound appealing at all, and then there are days where it's like that's the only thing you ever want. At least for me. Dang, that clip is so bad because you say it looking down. No. No. Oh, that's awful. I mean, it would be even worse if I was making eye contact with you guys. I feel like that would be even worse. I don't know. That's just me. Hmm. That is some good stuff, though. I can certainly see the appeal. Because, like, right now I kind of want to go back for another bite, but also I know it's actually, like, just the perfect amount of sweet that I don't know if I could eat another bite right now. My poor stomach is acclimating back to my eating schedule, my usual eating schedule, um, where I don't eat as much. I ate a lot while I was gone, guys. Like, every meal was just me eating way too much. But I wanted to experience new foods, and also the fact that when you're walking like 12 miles a day, it turns out you work up a little bit of a hunger. Next snack, wash it down with that soda pop you got. Okay. Uh, Let me double check which ones I have. I think I've got two drinks here. You know, a great murder strat is to shoot someone on the 4th of July, then people just think it's fireworks and not gunshots. Then you just gotta get rid of the body, and you're set. I mean, that's not too bad. That's, a solid idea. Okay. I've got two drinks here. There's so there's this one, which is like some sort of carbonated soft drink. I can't read it. And then there's this one, Milkus. Milk and yogurt soda. Which one would you prefer I try? And how are they best served is the other good question. No caffeine. What the heck? Thank you so much for subscribing, Swiftu. I appreciate it. To the Ramoon? Okay. They're like open, pop out, opener from cap, then push in marble. Enjoy. Oh, there's a marble. Okay, drink either one straight. Okay. Why do you say that in such a southern accent? What? What did I say? Oh no. Was it me saying thank you? I don't know. I do it sometimes. It's not intentional. I have a really bad accent shifting issue where I jump between accents pretty quickly, incidentally. Okay. So this is like, if I'm not mistaken, this is a product of Japan. Okay. So, how do I do this? I'm trying to remember. I already peeled off the instructions. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you, Swift2, for subscribing. There we go. So, I think I just pop it down like that. I think that's what it said. Let me, I think I broke it. Hang on. No, I did it right. I made it smaller. Okay, let me not do that on the table. Ouch. I'm thinking I don't know what I'm doing. There we go. Hang on. No? No. So, yeah, so use the green piece to slam the marble in. Okay, got it. Put it on a sturdy spot. Okay. Let me mute the mic, and then I'll just do it on my table. Alright. I'll catch you guys here in a second. Okay, I did it. Ooh, that smells good. So there's a little marble in there. You guys might be able to see it if I hold it up to you guys. Kind of see it floating there. Okay, it smells good. I don't know what it's gonna taste like, but let's oh. Okay, that's really good. That's really good. I gotta take, hang on. I don't know if you guys can hear this. I don't know if that picked up on the mic at all. I turned up the gain just a tad. There are divots in the marble area, and that's where you drink from. It stops the marble from blocking the hole. Okay, I see. I see. That makes sense. Okay. I think I see anyway. Yeah, you kind of tip it a different way than what you would think, because tip it that way would block. That makes sense. Do not play with the bottle. Discard after This drink requires thinking. Just a little bit. But it's okay. This is awesome. It's really good, too. Is there any way to get the blue thing off? Probably not. I'm having trouble drinking it because I'm American and I make things more difficult than they need to be. I don't think I can, though. Oh well. This is good, though. This is really good. What is it supposed to taste like? Whatever it is, it's good. Yes. Good to hear you again, brother. It's absolutely great to see you here, David. How are you doing, man? Those are so good. I can definitely understand it. I definitely understand it. Wow. See, this drink requires you thinking. Just sent you a clip. Oh boy. All right. Let me pause it. We're gonna do a clip review right here, right now. Because why not? It would be this one. There we go. All right. Ignore the fact that there's like 1,000 tabs there. We'll just boom. It's fun to play with, though. Like you just kind of squish it every once in a while. It's kind of fun to rub between your fingers. It's it's very nice. Yeah, I said that. I said that. And you know, I don't regret it. I don't. Let's see. I also think Ramune original is like bubblegum flavored. Okay. Let me give it another taste. Yeah, I'd say that describes the taste I'm getting anyway. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. You can, but as a kid, me and my brother would break the bottle to get the marble. You know, that sounds like my kind of style as well. I'm curious. I, I kind of have a little cap as well. Cool. I mean, it's not really there to cap, but you can cap it. Also, I gotta take another bite of this mochi. It's I don't know. It's not an IP. I don't know what Bud's going on about there, but okay. I'm chilling and the blue thing can be removed depending on the bottle. Okay, I see. I might have to toy around with that a little later. We'll see. Wow. Yeah, I can definitely see the appeal to the mochi, man. It's it's really good. It's one of those things like you don't want to eat quickly. It's one of those like you save and you eat as you go, but it's maybe like a 30-minute kind of snack. I don't know. It's very good though. Hey Poco, how's it going, man? Good to see you. Next snack. I let's see, what do I got left up there? I've got here, let me kind of take a look. First I need to sleep though. Let's see. So we've got, what are those called? Okay, I've got a lot. Let me just bring ouch. Let me bring some of them over. 'Cause I have no idea what some of this is. Sorry, chat. I have turned the stream into a snack review. Honestly, though, I'm here for it, man. It's good. Okay, let me. Okay, let me grab some of the snacks. Okay, do the rice crackers. Okay. Give me a second while I figure out which one's the rice crackers. I think we got you rice crackers and those slap. Okay. Let me double check. What are these? These might be rice crackers. They kind of look like crackers, and I believe they're made of rice. Are these rice crackers, chat? They might be. I don't know what they are, to be honest. Because it's all in a different language. Yes? Okay. I'm going to do the forbidden thing. I haven't done this on stream since I almost cut my finger off. We are going to use a knife because I can't open it any other way. So give me a second here, and if you hear an yelp, just ignore it. I still have all my fingers. Okay. We got a rice cracker here. Smells good. Okay. I don't know what it is, but something about it is like really, really good. I hmm. Whatever it is, it's good, and it's a little bit salty. But it's not like salty salty. It's a different kind of salty. If that makes any sense whatsoever. I want a nine finger king. You're gonna have to wait a little bit longer for that. Just a little bit longer. Those are pretty good. I could definitely see why you might end up snacking on those for a while too. Like, get a bowl of those, or maybe not a bowl, but a couple of them. And even, I ignore me for a minute here, but I could even see, like, taking these and then, like, dipping them in peanut butter or something. Like, slap some peanut butter and, like, microwave for a little bit. Dip them in the warm peanut butter, like it's a sauce. That'd be pretty good, I think, anyway. Hmm. They're shooting fireworks here. They are here too. I hear them in the background. You know, peanut butter mochi is a thing. I'm pretty sure. Oh, dude, I might have to track down some peanut butter mochi then. I can. I could definitely get on board with that. I mean, I'm already on board with normal mochi. I mean, this stuff is good. This is good. But peanut butter mochi, oh. I mean, like, I'm going to be honest. I'm having a hard time not even just playing with it. It is kind of satisfying to, like, I hate using this word, but, like, jiggle around in your fingers, like, it's like a stress ball, but it's food. So, like, if you're stressing and you're a stress eater, like, this is double the fun. Like, you squeeze it and then you take a bite out of it, and it's like a match made in heaven. Honestly, I mean, it's good. It's good. I am, as you might be able to tell, guys, I am slowly getting more and more on board with this thing. I could do with, like, a surprisingly enough. I know it's weird the Americans saying this. I could do with a smaller portion size, but this is really good. Stress chomping. I don't know where, but somewhere over the rainbow. You can now wash it down with that Milkus. Okay. Now, I've heard really good things about this. We're gonna start by opening it right next to the mic. Um. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Hang on. Come on. Come on. I'm having a hard time getting my finger up underneath it. So it kind of splashed up on my finger. Ooh, wait, what color is that? Kind of, kind of like white, translucent. Hmm. Ad break, lovely. Okay, I'll take a minute before I swig. But, hmm. For any of you subscribers out there, though, I'll give you a quick description on what this is. It is called Milkus, and this is the original flavor, so it's milk and yogurt, and it's cream soda. Korean's #1 cream soda is what it says here on the packaging. Um, I've been told it tastes pretty much just like cream soda, and from the little micro taste that I've had, I think it holds up to that. It's a weird color. It's a very, very weird color. It's kind of like, It's like a clear white. It's very, very slightly white, but it's clear at the same time, if that makes any sense whatsoever. It smells like yogurt. I just don't know if it'll taste like yogurt. Okay, ads are about to end here in a minute, so we'll wash it down here in a second. It's like rice water. Yeah, yeah, it's basically the color of rice water. Everyone is kung fu fighting. These troops came as fast as lightning. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I'm gonna look outside at fireworks. All right, sounds good, Swiftu. Sounds good. Have fun. Enjoy America. I'll be honest. I could see myself drinking this on like occasion. I don't drink much soda anyway, so like this would definitely be like one of those treat drinks for me, but I could definitely see myself drinking this more often as well. It's probably a good thing I can't get these very often where I'm at, because I'd probably drink them a lot more than what I'm supposed to. I had to take another bite of this mochi. I'm sorry, guys. I can't help it. Maybe take like a bite of one of the rice crackers as well, because they're also really, really good. Absolutely. Like, the crackers, like I said, I could see myself getting like a bowl of those. Take some peanut butter dip. Ooh, wait. Caramel dip. Hear me out. That would actually be. Hmm. Okay. I imagine like flavors kind of complement each other. I don't know if they do, but in my head it sounds like they would. Hmm. I don't know. I might, if I get my hands on some more of these snacks later on one day, I might have to do some experimentation. Oh my goodness, are they good? Forgot my entire house is surrounded by trees and you can't see crap. Oof. Sorry to hear that, Swiftu. You've been watching for a total of 133.25 hours, and you've been following for 1 year, 2 months, 14 days. Nuggy, you've been following for 1 year, 10 months, and 6 days. We're coming up on 2 years, which is mind blowing. And you've got a total watch time of 406.58 hours. GG. goodness. Okay. I've got a couple of other snacks here as well that we could probably dig into. So these, let's see, what are they? I think they're like some sort of peanut chip. I think they've got peanuts on them, so I'd assume it's like a peanut chip. Then there's this thing called turtle chips. I've heard so many things about turtle chips. Here's the peanut one. Love the green screen, you know, it's great. But then of course you got the turtle chips, which I've heard so many things about these. The curiosity is like, it's up there. Then we've got these things called sugar candies, which I'm also curious about those. And then I've also got I've got one that's like in a cup, and I think it has to be heated up, so I can't really do much about that right now. And then there's also like these wheat cake things, I think is what they were called. Hang on. I don't really know what they are, but they're kind of like a bun. They've got flavors with them as well, which we need to try at some point. The Star Candy have a really nice light flavor mixed with just sugar. Oh, that sounds great. Okay. I haven't had those, but Asian chips hit different for real. I have had turtle chips and those slap. Ah, yes, the mooncake things. Yes, those. Okay. Um, let's start with we'll start with the Star Candy, because like those are, one, they're resealable, and I'm just really curious about them. The cake breads hit like a soft pillowy truck. Interesting. Okay. Hopefully I packed them right, so that way they weren't compacted down during the process. They look still pretty fluffy, and I resisted yesterday night from eating one, but I saw them and I just had to know, and I resisted, but it was very tempting. Can I get in there? How many snacks do you have? I'm nearing the end. I have a lot, but I don't have a lot, if that makes any sense. My friends really hooked me up. Okay, I got it open. So, I don't know what each of the flavors are. This one's white. It's small. It's hard. It doesn't smell like anything. No, it doesn't smell like anything. Okay. It's really hard. That one just tastes like sugar. Let's try one of the yellow ones. So here's a yellow one. Okay. Let me try one of the green ones and then the orange one. I'm not detecting much flavor, I'm just detecting sugar, which I like. I will be 100% honest, I would eat sugar cubes if it were acceptable, socially speaking. Do you have one bookcase? I'm sure I do. I'm sure I do. So here's an orange one. Okay, that one has like slight hint of flavor. Here's a green one. I'm imagining for some reason the green one will probably have the most flavor. Yeah, there it is. Those are pretty good. Those are good for like a little pick-me-up or something. I could get behind that. I mean, I take sugar packets straight, so I like sugar. I mean, you guys know that. So that's pretty good. Let me wash a little bit of that down. Okay. And then we've got... I'm really curious about these, like, peanut things. So we're gonna try these. It smells like peanuts. It's what it looks like. It's, kind of like... if peanuts were turned into, like, a rice cake kind of deal. Hmm. Okay. Those are pretty good. I could see myself snacking on those quite often. It's not like heavy on the peanut flavor, but it's just the right amount, honestly. What was I looking for? Bookshelf, right. Like I said, I could see myself snacking on that one from time to time. You just needed one, right, Ranger? And have a bread after the chip, okay. There you go. Enjoy. Okay, let me grab one of the breads. We've got 3 different flavors, so I'll let you guys pick one. I probably don't need to try them all today, but I do want to try at least one of every snack. And this won't be the last snack review either, guys. I've got a couple of snacks from Mexico as well, and I might have to, you know, try those tomorrow or something. We'll see. So we've got a couple of these breads. There's one with the red bean paste. There's one with maple. And then there's one with Okinawa brown sugar, which is probably the most unique of the flavors, if I had to guess. Just due to the fact that it is a very specific brown sugar. That and the red bean paste. The red bean paste, you know, we don't really get that very much where I'm at, so... like, that was the first time I ever had it, I think, was in the mochi. If it's the same bean paste, which I think it is. The bread is basically a sweet version of Japanese milk bread, which is basically Japan's normal white bread. Okay. Have the sugar, it's lit? Okay. I'm kind of hyped about this one. Like, these look good. Now, I'm not gonna nom on it, like, with a big bite. I'm gonna pull off a piece, if that's acceptable. Uh-oh. I don't need that, that's fine. With this one, tear it in half? Okay. It smells good. Okay. Wow. Notice the soft flakiness. It's so peak. Like, yes. Yes, absolutely, yes. Oh my gosh. This is good. This is really good. Hmm. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, guys. This is like a King's Hawaiian roll, yet somehow even better. It's really good. Hmm. The bookcase was for level 30 stuff. I figured that's what it was. I looked up after texting that and I see Creeper. Oh my gosh. That sounds about like your luck, right? Dude, this is good. This is really good. Hmm. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, guys. This is good. I wish I could give all of you guys a piece. It is so good. But alas, you guys get nothing. But the good news is, I'm almost done eating without you guys. I'm almost done. At least for today. Okay. There is one more snack here to try. And that would be turtle chips. Now, these, from what I can see, is just chocolate churros, essentially. But, like, chips. I don't know. I was never one for really trying weird snacks, guys. I want to be honest here. Like, this is the... It was literally my friends going like, hey, you should try this. And I was like, okay, sure. I can't get it open. Am I weak? This is very pleasant, I'm sure. You guys probably love this sound. Come on. Okay. I hate opening them that way, but whatever. Okay. One final snack. Same, this man's making me jealous for random snacks. Or making me hungry for random snacks, sorry. They are very, very good, guys. You guys ever end up at a place where you can buy some Asian foods, Korean and Japanese, snacks are pretty good. I can say that with certainty anyway. These are turtle chips. I don't know what makes them turtle related, but that's what they're called. They smell like chocolate. Do I lick it first? Why is that the first thought that comes to my mind, is to lick it? It tastes like chocolate. I haven't bit down. Oh my gosh. That is good. Oh my. Oh my gosh. Okay. I understand the turtle chip. I understand the turtle chips now. They are very good. Wow. Okay. Okay. So I think that was all the Asian snacks that I have. I mean, I've got a couple of variations of like the bread. Um, and then I have some Mexican snacks, I believe. Just like some small candies and stuff that was bought while we were in a different area, which had some like imported snacks, and they look pretty good too. At some point, I'll get around to trying those, maybe tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see. Hiking, bread, Asian, Mexican. Yes, we just got done with like a whole snack review. How's it going, Bionics? Good to see you. Um, you know, since you weren't here for it, let me just like get you prepared for it. What's soft, squishy, and fun to play with? Super tasty. Mochi. Mochi is. And all it is essentially like a rice dough. Uh, and with like this red bean paste that's been cooked with a bunch of sugar, and then it's kind of rolled up, and it's so good. It's so good. I love it. I love it so much. Um, why your voice like that? You sound manly. I appreciate it. I'm trying this new technique to sound more manly, where I just lose my voice and I let it heal for a day, and then I just keep talking. And so far so good. We're on day one of trying it. Um, I guess I should give some backstory on that. Essentially, what happened. Well, one, I'm not gonna be super loud today. Trying not to trying not to wake up any family. My niece and nephew are in town with their parents, my sister and brother-in-law, and so I'm gonna try to be a little quiet so that I don't wake them up, or keep them awake rather. So that's part of why it sounds the way it does. Is I'm actively not going up where I would usually be talking. But also I just got back from my trip, and I was gone for almost a week and a half, I guess. So, I did a lot of talking. I was coaching for a competitive thing. Like, this would be the equivalent of, like, the Olympics for the thing I was coaching. This is national kind of stuff. And, so I was doing a lot of talking. And luckily, teams did well. We brought home medals. I'm not allowed to talk about it too much, but that's what I'm allowed to say right now. Which is, pretty cool. Pretty cool, right? But after all that was all said and done, we also went to Disneyland, and I get into it when I'm at Disney. Like, you guys don't even understand. I am a fun person, okay? And when we're riding roller coasters, I will proudly scream and shout and have a good time. I have found out how to do like the Spider-Man woo sounds that like they usually make when they're swinging, like Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire both in their movies usually have like a pretty good whoop sound whenever they're swinging through the city. I found out how to make that sound, and Space Mountain at Disneyland is such a good ride for it. Woohoos, whoops, and woos, all of those sounds. And I have to regrettably say, okay, I'm a Disney World guy through and through. I love Disney World, and it is still my favorite park. It's my favorite Disney area. It's just better. But the attractions that they have at Disneyland that are also at Disney World tend to be better. Their Space Mountain is better than the one in Florida. What is it called? Their Big Thunder Mountain is better than the one in Florida. I don't know how they did it, but somehow they were, making those way, way cooler. One ride that I really, really, really enjoyed, and I'm jealous that we don't have it at Florida, is they have the Incredicoaster at Pixar Pier over in California Adventure. My goodness, that ride very well could just like, I could spend the whole day riding it, honestly. It's like a 2.5 minute, 3 minute ride. And it goes fast, and it does only one inversion. You go upside down once, and that's for a loop the loop. Outside of that, it's all just high speed. It goes 0 to 55 in 4 seconds. It is so much fun. So much fun. Between that and Space Mountain, and I guess also we also did some there's a ride out there that's themed around Radiator Springs from Cars. Yeah, I also did that one with my younger brother for a little bit. We had a good time on that one. That one also ripped out my vocal cords. But it was a good time. It was a very, very good time. But that's why I sound the way I do. I overdid it, but it was fun. I wouldn't change it for the world. You are absolutely right, Swiftu. I will go do stuff. I get distracted talking instead of doing stuff. Let's see. Let me go ahead and drink a little bit more of this. I feel bad. Like, I wish I could get myself to save some of this for my family, but there's not enough for everybody to enjoy a little. And I'd feel bad if somebody did enjoy it and wanted more, because there will be no more. So I guess I have to be selfish and just drink this myself. Like, I wasn't expecting to enjoy something that is essentially carbonated milk and yogurt, but it is good. I feel bad. I feel bad that my family's not gonna know what they're missing, but also, like, I'm drinking it so that they will miss it, so that they don't feel like they're stuck without it. I'm doing the right thing ultimately, even though it feels like the wrong thing. How could you be so selfish? I know, I'm a horrible person. But, you know, it's okay. It's okay to be a horrible person. It's all about the inside that counts, right? And my inside right now is very happy. I'm just a generally happy person, it seems. Nothing wrong with that. Okay. Gosh. Also, Nuggy, I meant to read this earlier. Uh, Congrats on the crochet kit. I've always been jealous of people who can, like, actually make stuff with their hands, and crocheting is one of those things where it's like I wish I actually had the patience to sit down and do something like that, but no. There is no way I would ever get around to that. I can't crochet, I know the basics, but, like, I mean, you know, that's at least something, though. Like, you'll at least be able to figure it out. Oh, okay. Plus, crocheting is actually, like, a really good handy skill to have. Like, if you are pretty good at it, you can make things like blankets and whatnot, which is, you know, one, a thing you can sell, and two, a thing that can keep you warm. So, you know, it's got multi-purpose there. I mean, I play Minecraft. I could sell that talent, sort of, kind of, but not really. And, I can keep myself warm, but only because the computer gets hot enough. But it's not nearly as cool as making stuff with your own hands, I gotta say. I'll send you a DM of the warden so far. Please do. Let's see. I guess dance night recap, as I didn't really have much time to say. Yeah. Please say. Please tell. People use bed for mining in the netherite. Yes. Be careful though. I have done it a multitude of times, and I've gotten myself killed because I'm a little bit of a dummy. So, just be careful. Be cautious, you know. Okay, I will check it out here in a second. Just gotta put away some of my materials here. Okay. Okay, another thing I'm kind of jealous of at Disneyland versus Disney World. Just for anyone who's not already educated in terminology, Disneyland is in California, Disney World is in Florida. I prefer Disney World because whatever. But Disneyland, you know, it's smaller, and it wasn't originally designed to be as immersive as World is. And so characters kind of just walk around, and you can kind of just run into people. So I like ran into Spider-Man as we were just walking by. He was jumping from building to building, and then he dropped down and he waved. Everybody was chanting for Spider-Man, and it was like, whoa, this is really, really cool. I got to meet Doctor Strange. He wished me a happy birthday. Now, it's up for debate on how he knew it was my birthday, or it's getting close to my birthday. He performed a magic trick or a psychology trick, whatever, and then like from that he deduced that my birthday was coming up, which is like, okay, that's pretty cool. Which is like, yeah, you know, that's awesome. Remember when your friends doxed your birthday? Yeah, that happened. It makes it a whole lot easier to talk about, though, because it's like, now I don't have to be so secretive. So, like, on one hand, I should be thanking them, but on the other hand, it's like, now I feel like I have to watch my back when my birthday is coming up, because it's like, I don't have the capacity to give back. And I know that's not the point of gift giving, is that one day you'll get something back out of it, but it's like, I feel a little bit bad when so many people give me stuff for my birthday, and it's like, you know, I can't ever return this favor. So it makes me feel like a little bit bad. I don't like giving gifts too much, to be honest. I appreciate it. But also, like, at the same time, part of me is just like, yeah, I could do without birthday gifts. It's more of like a stress than it is anything else. Like, it makes me feel happy, but I don't know. I'm just saying stuff at this point. I don't know if it makes sense to anybody. Oh, yeah, throw that in there. Let's see. Remember when I accidentally guessed your birthday, King Appreciation Day? I mean, yeah, it's funny. It's funny that happened, because I was genuinely, when you asked me those questions, I was just picking my favorite number, which is 7. And weirdly enough, the reason my favorite number is 7 is because of my birthday. I mean, when you're born on the 7th month and the 7th day, and I've also found out it was during the 7th hour of the day, which just adds to the 7 lore, you know. I am awesome. It really just, like, it has to be your favorite number. But yeah, just the random chance that you picked out the birthday as my appreciation day was like, that adds so much to it as well. I gotta go. If I get money by your birthday, I'll send some. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Let's see. When I was walking back from my last class to dinner to then get ready for a dance, some dude walked up and challenged me to first to move his gay. Oh gosh. I had that happen to me on my trip. I turned around immediately because I didn't realize what he was saying. I have to read people's lips in order to, like, in order to understand them. I don't hear very well. And so by the time I turned around and saw their lips form the word gay, I realized that I had messed up, because I had already moved. And I was like, ah, no. So then I just accepted my fate. But it made the game short. And it's okay, because they lost the game. And you know, just for that, you guys also just lost the game. Congrats. Yeah, I'm done. Lost picking. Helmet. Oof. Sorry to hear that, Ranger. I'm Skibbidin. Oh, gosh. Not the Skibbidin. You know, I didn't hear much Gen Z slang while I was gone. That was weird. Like, I was kind of prepared for it because when you're hanging out with a whole bunch of people from Gen Z, you'd kind of expect that sort of thing. I didn't really hear it, though. I mean, it was kind of nice. Like, I felt like I was an actual person. I wasn't just standing there not understanding what was happening. Which made me feel really good. I kind of realize now, what it's like to feel old. Like, I already understood to an extent, because I already feel old on occasion, but, like, that one took it to a whole new level for me. Where it was like, when you're standing there and you don't know what people are talking about, because it is something that your age group just doesn't understand. It's kind of it's weird. It's a weird feeling. I don't really know how to describe it. I guess the best way to say it would be it's kind of like being left behind in the dust. Because it was about the point where Gen Z started making up a whole bunch of words really fast, and I wasn't on TikTok, that I started to get left behind in that dust. And it's just like you're kind of watching all these youngsters speed by you. It's kind of like that one clip from Cars 3 where McQueen is realizing that, he can't keep up with everybody anymore. That's what it's like to get old. It's just like that. It was not such a great feeling. I'm glad to know now that I'm glad to know though that I'm not like old at least. Like, for the most part, I still understand teenagers. It's just the, like, middle schoolers that I gotta watch out for now. And chatted about who we were taking to the dance, and then my girlfriend just randomly appeared as I was talking about her. Jeez. You know, there are those people in the world who have, like, a sixth sense, if you will, where the second their name is uttered is the second they appear. My family seems to be like that all the time. Maybe your girlfriend is like that too, I don't know. But there are a lot of people who I know that the second you start talking about them is the second they just randomly appear. And it's like, how did you do that? Then I put on my suit, and it's a good suit. I'll attach a picture. But when I saw that dress, screw my outfit. Oh, jeez. Well, and I mean, truth of the matter is, it's not so much the dress, it's who the dress is on that probably had your attention. But I get what you mean. It's one of those weird things. Like, usually we can kind of all go, oh, like, yeah, that's a, a cool outfit or whatever. But there's something different about seeing the person that you are interested in the outfit, or just in any outfit, rather. They just make everything 10,000 times you know, 10,000 times better. And it's just like, how did you do that? Like, it can be something so simple, like just a t-shirt and jeans, and it's like, whoa. Consider my socks blown off there, man. Like, you really caught my eye there now. Or it could be something as elaborate as, like, you know, I don't really know outfits too well, especially women's wear, but when you get into like the most like complicated and expensive dresses, for example, it's kind of like, you know, you still look as good as ever, and it's interesting. It's so interesting. And I think the reason why dresses in specific are so appealing is because it's such a like a it's not something you see somebody in all the time, and so I don't know if it's like a psychological reaction of like, you know, I never see I never you wearing something like that, so like that's setting off that you're different, but it's a good different because it's you. But I don't know. I don't know really. I mean, truth of the matter is there are people out there who, I mean, not right now, but there have been people in the past who I would look at and say, if you were even wearing just like sweatpants and, you know, a sweatshirt, like that is peak attraction there, my friend. Right now, that's not the case, but, you know, like I said, there have been people in the past where that would definitely be true. Let's see. I don't think I have a really good pic of my suit, but I'll attach one still. Give me a second. All right, sounds good. Okay. Trying to think. How late do I want to go tonight? I'm trying to get on a good sleep schedule while I'm already way off. Like, I was already used to the California time zone before I had gone down there because I'm usually up late in the Eastern time zone. So it's kind of like, yeah, I usually go to bed at a reasonable hour over there. Like 1 in the morning kind of deal. But I'm so wiped out now because of all the traveling and walking I've been doing that my body just needs time to rest. So I'm trying to also recalibrate my sleep schedule if I can. Okay. Okay. Let me bring that over here and I'll check out my DMs. Oh, nice. Fancy suit, my guy. Fancy suit. My suit doesn't work in pictures, honestly. You know, I find that it's hard to like really do a suit justice in pictures, but I can definitely imagine it in person. It's probably a lot more nicer. And a lot of that is just due to the fact that cameras don't pick up black very well, and when you're wearing a black suit, it looks nice to our eyes because we can see the depth a lot better, where cameras don't pick that up as nice. So that is a good suit, my guy. And that is also a nice dress. Floral patterns and floral anything really are really in these days. Can I? Yeah, there we go. You know, I'll be honest here, okay? I trashed the floral trend when it first started, but it's growing on me. That wasn't supposed to be a joke, but I said it as if it was a joke. That's not a joke. It would have been a really nice one, though, if I was intending it to be. Oh, man. Missed an opportunity to claim it. But yeah, floral patterns are just nice now. I can definitely see the appeal behind them. It's a really nice white button up with a nice black like suit piece and this blue tie. It looks like the Monopoly Man suit. That's what I'm talking about though. Like Monopoly Man, he knows how to dress. If you're copying him, you're set up for good things. Okay. Trying to remember. There was something else I wanted to tell you guys, but I'm having a hard time remembering, and it's bugging me. No, I can't tell you guys about that yet. Never mind. We won't tell you guys about that. But there is something I wanted to tell you guys. Yeah, I didn't have the words the first time she sent me a picture of the dress. It was just like, oh, sounds... Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'd imagine. I'd imagine. You know, consider the breath taken away, right? I threw my phone when I saw. Oh my gosh. Oh man, you know, I look forward to moments like that. That's like something that I imagine is kind of just like peak kind of feeling, you know? Where like you see somebody and your jaw drops to the ground and it's like like what you said there, how did I achieve this? How did I get so lucky? How did I like make it this far with this person? How did that happen? How did they get stuck with me? Kind of deal, you know? That seems like a moment that's just like absolutely terrifying in the most beautiful kind of way, right? See, I was tired in the week, but looking back on the messages and crap, oh boy. I don't know how I had that much riz. You know, there's something about like being we always called it sleep drunk. I don't know if this is a thing that other people use. But sleep drunk. It's kind of like decision impairment because you're so tired. Um And there's something about that just erases all the fear that you might have with that you would normally send with a message, and it makes you so bold that you actually send those messages. And because you're so bold, it actually is like bonus points. At least that's the way I understand it. I really don't understand how it works, but I have done my best work when I'm sleep drunk, honestly, because like I said, you're just more bold. It makes you, you know, perform better, I guess, in a certain sense of the word. You're gonna say things, you're gonna do things that you wouldn't normally do, but it's because you're not actively forcing yourself to have to think about it. One of the messages to something she said was like, "You're good enough," like casually. Gosh. Also, you know, no worries saying Riz casually in a sentence, like... You could be using worse words, that's for sure. Like alpha and sigma, those two words bug me to no end. I get why alpha is a thing, and I was almost on board with it until people were only using it exclusively in terms of alpha male. I'm not cool with that one. That one's kind of cringe. I am the Sigma with the 9999 Riz. Gosh. Yeah, no, don't ever become that guy. But, you know, Riz, I'm actually okay with that word becoming a regular use kind of thing. Like, that one makes sense at least. I can respect that one. Do I think it can be cringy when people use it? Yes. But if you're using it in the right context, it's actually not that bad. We didn't get the slow dance in, we just kind of sat around. I mean, that's not the worst, though. I mean, if you created good times, good memories, then sometimes those are better than the slow dance. The real dance was the conversation you had along the way, right? Something like that. Oh, okay. Okay, we're gonna toss those in there, and then granite and dirt. That's just what I was gonna say. Hey man, great minds think alike. You know, that's a saying. That is a saying. I guess I should probably welcome this guy. Okay. The real stuff came before the dance. The dirt is right here, right? Yes. Okay. See, like, I've been thinking about this stuff, right? Like, whenever I meet a special someone, like, what are some things I want to do? Because, like, you gotta have a plan in mind. And because I'm a natural planner of sorts, which is, like, absolutely the opposite of me a lot of the time. It's weird. It depends on the day you catch me. My friends can tell you this. I am not much of a planner. I did not plan anything when we went to go hang out with each other. All I did was I just followed them, which was actually fun. That proved to be a good plan. But I'm a natural planner when it comes to planning unlikely scenarios, right? So I was like planning, you know, what if I meet like this girl who I really, really like? Where are you? I mean, it doesn't really matter where I am because you can't do much out here, but if you really want to know, I go to like -1,000 and 175. I eventually responded to her message with your beautiful great line. Oh gosh. What great line are you referring to? Now I'm scared. Oh boy. But yeah, like I was saying, I am an irrational planner, but I was thinking like, okay, for some magical reason you meet this girl and you need a plan for things that you want to do. And it's like I've got this like whole like scenario worked out where like on the off chance that something ever did happen, I'm ready. Like I am the most prepared man. However, you got like 12 steps that you gotta hit before you got like 12 more steps before you can actually enact my plan. So like I got a plan for the other 12 steps, but I've got an end goal in mind. So like that's something, right? Let's see. No, me saying you're beautiful is a good line. Oh, okay, I see. That makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. Gosh, I was like, don't ever take like any line I say as like solid advice. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know what I'm doing, man. You had me worried there for a second. Okay. Do I want to do another level? I really don't. I don't want to keep doing stuff. I want to talk, but I don't know. I'm also just like really tired, honestly. She didn't have words really like as like me, she really hasn't had a serious relationship, and that's probably the first time someone called her beautiful. You can just sit and we can chat. You got a lot done. I mean, I got a little bit. I'll take it. I'll take it. I wish I got more, but I mean, honestly, 2 hours. We did a whole snack review. We did a little strip there. That's good enough for now. But yeah, I mean, when you're one of the first people who are actually committing in that way to somebody, it adds a lot more to what you've got going for you. You know, I'm realizing now a lot of gentlemen's rules don't apply to anybody. And you know, I feel sorry for a lot of guys who don't think about that stuff. I don't get how you can have that happen, you know? I always hold the door open for people, not just women. I will hold the door open for everybody if I get the opportunity. That simple act already boosts you up in the score because apparently people don't hold the door open anymore. Now some do, but that's actually a dying art, apparently. One thing that I learned that helps a lot, and I've only done it in the friendly way, like I've just been doing it as a friend because somebody was cold. Offer your jacket. I can't believe this, but nobody offers jackets apparently, which is like, I was just doing it because I was fine. I had a jacket I wasn't using, and they were going to be sick and cold by the time that they got back to their spots. I was like, here, have this. So if anyone needs tips on I guess, on like, if anyone needs tips on how to be a gentleman, just like do the basic, like the absolute bare minimum, okay? If they're cold, offer your jacket. Hold the door open for them. say please and thank you. Those go so far. It'll bump your Riz level up to like maybe a 7 or an 8 if you're at a 5. And it doesn't matter if it'll make you cold. If it's about rizzing up the girl, you'll do it. You gotta do what you gotta do, okay? But yeah, calling somebody beautiful as well, that's like one of those things where it's like nobody does that anymore. And part of that is people are afraid to be called a creep. And I get that. You gotta be at a certain stage. You gotta be at like second or third base, I suppose. Where it's like you're casually saying I love you now. You're already beyond the point of just like, you know, I've been on one date with you kind of deal. You know, you're beyond that. Or maybe not one date, but you guys get more so the idea. There's genuine love and affection there. Not just me saying stuff because I want to say it, you know. It will sound a lot less creepy when you're both feeling the same things. Okay, let me climb up the mountain here. I just spent 5 hours making a sandwich. Oh, jeez. Well, hopefully it's a good sandwich. That's, wow. 5 hours for a sandwich. That's mind-blowing to me, but also, like, I can't judge. I've spent probably a lot more time doing far less. I doubt her own mother had even called her beautiful. Sadly, her parents and her don't have a great relationship. I digged into that a bit, but it's not the best. I was a little happy I started dancing on my way to see her and listened to, like, some love song. I don't know. You know, I can respect that. I can certainly respect that. You know, when you gotta have something to set the mood before you get there. Because it's all about how you walk into the situation as well. You know, it's kind of like, you gotta kind of think of your life almost like a movie, I guess, in that regard. Music changes your tone and everything. I even noticed this, the way I drive is different based on what music I listen to. If I'm listening to something upbeat, something kind of more like Fall Out Boy, for example, I have a tendency to speed and to take turns a little harder. If I'm listening to something more laid back or sad, I drive slower. I drive more carefully. I don't know why that is exactly there, but same deal. It's all about mindset, I guess. When you listen to certain songs, it makes you feel certain ways and think about certain people, which in turn changes the way you feel and the way you act and the way you respond. It's really interesting. I do that even sometimes before stream. If I know that stream needs a little more energy or a little more creative thought, I try to listen to some music that spurs those ideas instead of, you know, not listening to anything for the hour before. Let's see. I know it sounds childish, but we held hands on the way. It was pretty wholesome. Honestly, we had one more rehearsal that night before dance, so it's not childish, it's sincere. Those are the best moments of any relationship, romantic or otherwise. Absolutely. That's why it's not childish to to kiss the homies goodnight. Oh my gosh. But yeah, no, like Liam said there. Um, it's not childish if it's genuine. Anyone that says otherwise is just lying to you and is probably a sad individual. But you know, it's one of those deals where it's like oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I you know, holding hands. It's one of those, it goes kind of to like old fashioned, I guess. That's not something that people would really do anymore. Again, it kind of goes back to those gentleman's rules, you know, holding hands, giving up your jacket, holding the door open, please and thank you. Um, And then also, what was the other one? There's one more I wanted to touch on. Shoot. Oh, big one. Walking on the side of the street, or the side of the sidewalk that is closest to the street. Too many people don't even know sidewalk etiquette anymore. But, if you are taking somebody out, general rule of thumb, the guy is always supposed to be closest to the street. But a lot of people don't, like, listen or follow those gentlemen's rules anyway. A lot of those rules, I mean, I shouldn't say they're rules. They're more so just like, it's like a handbook to success. If you follow it, you'll probably, as long as you got the right girl, you'll probably do fine. But it's a lot of those things that are just there to help make her feel safe. And holding hands is one of those things where it's like, I don't know about you guys, but it's very much a thing of like, it feels very secure, you know. It makes you feel safe. It makes you feel connected as well, which in turn amplifies the other feelings of safety and connection. Because for whatever reason, connection is like a multiplying feeling, you know. It's kind of like, it makes all the other feelings heightened because you're experiencing them with somebody else. But also on top of that, it amplifies itself the longer you're connected, I suppose. It's just one of the, I don't know. I'm probably just like making no sense at all, but that's how it is for me anyway. Hey Volth, good to see you, man. I haven't been around very much. I've been out of town, but it's good seeing you, man. Hope let's see. I guess it's probably lunchtime for you. Maybe, well, no. No, well, I don't know. I don't really know what time it is. It might be breakfast. Anyway, almost 11. Okay, got it. Cool. PM. Okay, well, I hope whatever meal you're having is a good one. And, you know, it's good seeing you, as always. Let's see. The dance didn't go as well as I hoped. It went good, but not really what I wanted. We didn't dance much. I held her a bit. Maybe that's it. I wanted to slow dance, then kiss, but I guess I was dreaming too hard. You know, don't rush it. Don't rush it. But, you know, the fact that you were there together, you held hands, that's a good sign. You're somewhere. You're definitely somewhere. And it will probably go places if you know, continue to show her with respect and kindness. That's weirdly enough in short supply these days. And so if you can promise that to somebody for the rest of their life, there's no reason things, well, I don't want to say there's no reason things won't work out, but yeah, as long as she stays, you know, how do I put this? As long as she stays the same person she is now, in the sense of that she doesn't become somebody who's generally speaking distasteful, then, you know, you're fine. Kindness and respect goes so far. And you're already there with it, so you're fine on that regard anyway. First time I saw her on Sunday, she asked to hold hands. It was in like the cutest like baby voice, so of course I said yes. We did like an awkward one for a while, then I finally interlocked our fingers. Perfect chef's kiss. Oh man. So it sounds like you had a good time. Man. I gotta up my game. You youngsters out there. You youngsters, man. I don't know. I'm gonna have to do better. That way my advice actually like has some sort of meaning. I say stuff, it makes sense, right? But that's all it is. It's just logic. It's not any lived experiences. It's the kind of stuff your grandpa would tell you. But it's all through just me living a logical life rather than actually experiencing it. Oh man. Pork tenderloin with roasted broccoli and rice. Ooh, dude. I love myself some rice. I'm gonna be honest. That sounds so good right now. Like some white rice with cilantro. Oh, I would love it. I don't know, man. I'm probably just hungry, but I don't need to be hungry. My worries about it's getting too good, whereas the plot twists are getting higher. These writers are planning something. Don't worry, man. Just enjoy the moment. Don't worry about what's lurking around the corner, because if you spend all your time worrying about that, you know, you'll blink and it'll all be gone. Because the truth of the matter is, there might not be anything around the corner. Everything might just go perfect, and that's strange, but it's also like perfect. There's no way to describe perfection other than just calling it what it is. Perfect, I guess. I don't know. Complete. Other big life why is getting so good. So I signed a contract. Oh. Oh boy. What kind of contract? If you don't mind sharing. Cooking on the stove isn't complicated, but it's just one more thing to think about, which is why I don't always want to. That's fair. That's fair. Also, rice cooker, I've heard it's a good investment. So, I gotta say, do it. Definitely consider doing it. I want to get one when I move into a place of my own, because I love rice, and I don't ever really eat it here too much when I'm living with my parents. And it's not their fault, really. I mean, I don't request it. So, you know, I don't expect them to just, you know, have a whole bunch of rice. But it's kind of one of those cheaper meals, too. I'll probably get by on rice and beans and rice for, like, the first, you know, couple of months of me living somewhere until I have a little bit more money saved up. But, like, you know, I'm cool with that. That's fine with me. I like beans and I like rice. So bring it on, world. I have mentally prepared myself to live poor if I need to, so I can pay for a nice house. I really don't want to get stuck renting. I've seen too many people get down that road, and it's like, man, I feel bad. I feel awful for people who get stuck in that position, you know? So I'm just like, I'm gonna save up as much money as soon as I get a job, which soon, hopefully, FBI, fingers crossed. Can you go, please? Negative 652.29, I guess? I mean, I see no reason why not. I mean, it's close. On a sponsored deal till September, so really a partnership deal with the game. That's pretty good, man. I hope they treat you well. 652.29. Okay, where are you? Oh, there you are. What's up? So, you wanna do that again for me? Just curious. So, guys, I have some news for you. If you weren't Christian already, you better repent quick because it looks like Jesus has come back. My man is not only walking on water, but he is jumping on water. Oh, he ascended too. My man ascends. He very well could just be Jesus. I guess it would explain the immortal part of his name. Let's see. I'll DM you the details quickly. Nice. I will gladly look over it. I've been refraining from sponsorship deals. There's been a couple that have passed by that like offer pretty good money, but it's just like I'm very, very picky nowadays. After getting burned by a couple of deals, it's just I have to I just have to be selective now. I'm not promoting anybody else until I'm pretty confident. Yeah, definitely send me the details, man. I'll check it out. Wow. Oh, more fireworks. Joy. Alright, let me see. I think I see your details are in here now. Oh, nice. Swifty, that's a pretty good deal. That is a pretty good deal. I can go faster. Want to see? Sure, let's see it. Oh, oh, nice. You know, I can make you go even faster. Flash man. Guys, that's crazy. He went so fast that he got banned. Wow. I can't believe it. That's crazy. Jeez, it was fun. I'm not gonna lie, I usually suspect that the second somebody asks me where I am, I usually suspect that they're probably flying at minimum. But, you know, congrats, you made it that long. So, pat yourself on the back. It's really new VR and PC game. Oh, nice, nice. I want to play more VR. I have a VR headset. I just never use it. And I feel awful about that. I spent a lot of money on it just for it to sit there and collect dust. And I have a good day and get anti-cheat. I don't really need anti-cheat, to be honest. Like, usually, not only are the people that are cheating or telling on themselves, but it just makes it a little more interesting when somebody does cheat. Because all I gotta do is I just gotta go check where the lag is coming from, because the people that fly, they suck. They just fly really, really fast. It creates a bunch of lag. I know immediately then somebody is cheating. And then I just go ban them. It's pretty quick and painless, honestly. Let's see. Me and a few creator friends are applying. I got in. Nice. One other is telling their parents about content creation now. Nice, nice. I wish I could get some more of my friends into content creation because it would make it so much more fun. Like I've got friends who do, like that's how we met, but like I miss having people to play Minecraft with, to be honest. And I don't have the heart or the passion anymore to make a whole new Minecraft content creator SMP, but the thought is so tempting at this point. Like, I think I could do it. I think I could. But I don't know if I could make something that actually has any meaning right now. It's one of those things that would either be the end of King SMP because I'm the only one running it at this point, or I'd have to make it so that there's a group of people running the content creator SMP, so that way I could actually focus on King SMP maintenance when it needs to happen. And that's the problem. I have a hard time giving up control. And content creator SMPs, while they are fun, it requires somebody who's so involved and passionate with what they have there that it can't physically die because that person is doing everything they can to maintain its life support. GG, hacking is fun. I wouldn't go that far, bud, but you know, you do you. We'll catch you later, maybe. Eventually. We'll see. Have fun. It gets reevaluated in September, so it may continue, it may not. Well, that's pretty good money, honestly, man. Like, you can set that aside and do whatever you really want with that. 75, though, is pretty solid. Ouch. Pays me for a while. Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh man, I really okay. I gotta set my priorities up, right? Here, let me explain to you guys what's going on here. Let me come up here, because this is really just it's a nice view. I think we need a new Unreal. Lol, not replacing him, just a person like him. Yeah, yeah. Somebody who would be able to sit there and take the brunt of it is it's pretty hard to find somebody like that, truthfully. But I've got so many issues, right? If I had somebody who could take care of the server, a lot of that would be solved, but that's neither here nor there. I own the server, so at the end of the day, a lot of that just has to fall to me, and I'm fine with that. You know, ideally one day I'd like to bring on more people who, you know, could be like Unreal. Part of the issue is Unreal didn't have anybody else to rely on. He didn't really want to come to me and bug me about that kind of stuff because, you know, he knew I was busy. That's why I had him to help with a lot of that stuff. So he didn't really, you know, bring a lot of that stuff towards me because he knew I was busy. So it would be really nice if we had somebody that would be just basically like him and could do a lot of that stuff. And I don't ever foresee him really coming back in a permanent capacity because a lot of problems came out of a lot of nothing, and unfortunately that just kind of pushed him to not want to really be around as much. He still likes the idea, he likes the concept, and he's a little burnt out now because, you know, one, people don't really ever appreciate moderators. I mean, ultimately, you are the villain of the community because you are saving it, which is like the most backwards thing possible. I mean, I don't get how somebody can. Well, I understand it because I have been a moderator, but moderators are just like some of the most unloved people in the world, and it sucks. It really does. I wish there was more I could do to, you know, make that job easier, and that's what I'm gonna do with next King SMP. Um, you know, next King SMP season is gonna be different. I've already kind of been planning it in the back of my head. Um, you know, one thing is I need for next season, it either needs to be the last one or I need a lot of staff to just help me because I'm really really um I'm just tired. To be honest, I'm just tired. I know I can't do that forever. I can't keep resetting the server. And if we are going to keep resetting the server, we got to make innovations to make it worth resetting. Otherwise, it's just kind of like, why? Why even do it? And honestly, that's where we're at with the server right now, basically, is it's not innovating at all, so it's staying stagnant. You know, I'm doing my stuff, and I'm going to try to start figuring out some things to do for the server to kind of bring it back. But, you know, I'm pretty content right now with just letting it cruise for a little bit because I am wiped out. I am wiped out when it comes to running servers. I mean, I've been doing this for 3 years now. I started off by myself, had a couple of bad mods, got Unreal, got rid of my bad mods, and then we started the next season of King SMP on Java Edition. Everything was so much better there, man. It was so much better. Let's see. The role of helping with the server is like a Matt Pat role, and how he talked about it, like his role running the channel. You randomly get problems. It's busy. It's stressful. It's just insane. Yeah, yeah. It's rough. It's one of those things like, you know, for me, I'm there, you know, taking care of the server. I have to watch out for streams and YouTube, all three of those at once. It doesn't sound like a big job until you realize how big it is. YouTube is like, honestly, I'm slacking the most there, but it's just because it doesn't make any money. Minecraft doesn't necessarily make me any money, but that's where I perform all my content. So like, in a way, indirectly, it makes me money. So, you know, there. Um, so, you know, between being in charge of all this stuff, it's a lot. It's a lot. And we've got ways to fix it, and a lot of it is just honestly, I probably need to be a lot less picky with who I have help me with the server, but a lot of it is also I need to have an idea in mind on where it needs to go from here. And I think some of where it needs to go is it needs to probably upgrade into a server network in the future. And I'm not just talking about, you know, oh yeah, we're gonna have King SMP, and then we're gonna have trying to think of one other thing. We're not just gonna have King SMP and you know, like some sort of hardcore server or whatever that resets every month or whatever. I don't know. I'd have to figure out how often I wanted that to reset, but I could see a cool way of maybe making that work where I have an idea floating around for that. But you know, you do something like that, but also you're gonna have a creative plot world, and then on top of that, you're gonna have a mini game server with, you know, it's gonna slowly scale up in mini games where we have more and more stuff with different mods that can kind of make the game even more interesting. Like I really, really, really want to figure out how to program a Bed Wars AI in Minecraft where it's more so an algorithm, I guess, where it would look for a block, and then it would track towards it using pathfinding, and then use the quickest method to get there. And you know, we could do some really cool things to get more mini games, and I really think that's the thing most Minecraft servers are missing. This is ingenuity. They don't keep inventing, and I know we're guilty of that too. King SMP at its height was because we were constantly adding things. We added pets, we added quests, we added warps, we added outposts, we were doing auctions, we were doing monthly events, you know, we were doing all those things. And in order to get to the point where we can actually keep adding things and draw in more players for that, it really requires me to probably be more hands-off. Well, more hands-on in one way and more hands-off in the other. And what I mean by that, I guess, is more so I need to be okay with letting other people just do what I tell them to do. And that's a tough one to do because, you know, when this is all you've been doing for the better part of 2 years, 1.5 years, it's a little bit stressful just letting somebody else do everything, you know? It's very stressful to do that. How's No Poop July going for you guys? I can't say it's going well. Sorry, Pi. Also, if you need more staff, I'm always here, King. More staff to help out. I think we're gonna try. I'm gonna try anyway to build up something eventually, maybe. I think what I probably need to do, honestly, is I can't rely on it the way I was. My initial fear was that having too many staff at once would just make it look like only staff play on the server. Which, when you're coming in as an outsider, that just is intimidating because you feel like everybody's watching you, looking out for a way to ban you. Or you feel like everybody else is higher than you, or whatever. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to make somebody feel less than. But I think at the same time, part of it is you need those extra moderators so that people can feel okay with taking breaks.
Hello there.
I don't know. Thank you for the follow, Tectonic Lizard. How's it going? Or Tectonic Lizard. Sorry, Tectonic Charizard. Cool name. Cool name. Charizard is cool. Lizard. I know how I got Lizard, but it's Charizard. Oh my gosh. Also, I see the big emote, Swiftu, and thank you for the bits. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Let's see. Do we need auditions for next Unreal casting call? Honestly, it wouldn't be a bad idea to, like, see about something like that, maybe. I don't know. I need to probably just talk to Unreal and see where he's at with Minecraft in general, let alone, you know, adminning. I'd kind of like to even just do, like, a podcast episode with him. You know, maybe that second episode of the podcast will finally come out. I feel like, one, that conversation would be fun, but you guys could also get a lot of insight into his thought process and why why he ultimately stepped away, you know. And then, you know, maybe, you know, some way, somehow, you know, if he decides that he wants to come back, we'll have him train people who we just believe are at least somewhat responsible enough that he could send a file to and say, hey, I need you to modify, insert things here. Can you do that for me? Or, I don't know. Tectonic hazard. I see. Okay. I definitely read that all wrong. Oh my gosh. Yeah, tectonic hazard. Got it. Thank you. Even though the server's at a small hiatus player-wise, I definitely see it getting more popular. Absolutely. I mean, every iteration of the server is getting better and better and better, and inevitably, waves of players come in and they go out. That's just how that goes. So I'm not really. I'm not really too worried about the player base at the moment. I'm happy with where it's at. Because if you're patient, and as long as you're doing your best, good things will happen out of that. Let's see. Just an app, honestly, like staff, but more advanced. Honestly, though, yeah, I mean, it's not a bad idea, and I think a lot of it is we had an idea in mind to do a thing kind of like a trust system. So you start as a moderator, and then you work your way up to where we trust you enough with moderator privileges. So like, okay, now that you've proven that you're not like an idiot and you're not gonna break everything, we're gonna make you an admin. And then Unreal will teach you a lot about how that works and all that kind of stuff. But we just never really got far enough in that process, and inevitably it was just easier for Unreal to do it all by himself. And a lot of that was probably due to faulty planning on my behalf. I gotta say, I wasn't really great to I wasn't really great at planning out things well in advance, and I probably needed to push a little harder for deadlines on some of that stuff so it could actually get done on time. Updates were a little infrequent, and we didn't have a plan for an event usually until the like couple weeks before. Let's see, the return of the podcast, quite possibly. Quite possibly. I mean, if Unreal doesn't have much time, there's this guy named Preserved Pie who would like to be an admin. Oh my gosh. I mean, you've definitely proven yourself to be responsible, and you're pretty cool. So I mean, I'm not opposed to the idea. King, I'm in your house. Wait, are you restarting your server? Not yet. No. We're just chilling and talking. Here's your hydrate. I could come up and hug you right now. Gosh. Yeah, I mean, it's true, guys. He is, like, literally right now, he is below my feet. Well, pretty close to, anyway. I do love being a mod, though. Didn't expect to get this far on the server. I mean, you did pretty good. You did pretty good. I gotta say, you were probably the closest. Let me think. Yeah, you might be the closest person who, from join date, like you joined the SMP and turned around and got turned into a mod. I think you had the closest start time to mod time out of anybody, possibly. Exception might be Unreal. I'd have to kind of go back and check how long of a period of time that was, but I think that's the case. I don't really know, though. Let's see. I just called cool by the Kingster. No one... no one talked to me. I'm too cool. If you do reset the server, let me know. I'd love to make a military naval base or something. Oh, dude, that would be awesome. I was gonna say I got mod within a few months. Yeah, I mean you were quick on that one. But honestly, a lot of that just has to do with the fact that you were active, you weren't disrespectful, uh, and you were pretty good about just helping. Like you volunteered to help with whatever, with whoever, and it was just like this guy is at least he doesn't have a god complex around him. That's for sure, right? And when somebody shows enough respect and humility to you know help even new players or help old players and join them to make bases and whatnot, not just go off and play by themselves, that shows a lot about who you are as a person, and you definitely became a community favorite because of that. Here's your dab. um I'm an elder Minecraft player. Oh yeah, you've been around for a while. Uh, you've been playing since it was like on the web browser, so like you've been playing for a while. Gosh, it was on an internet browser, yeah. Oh jeez, which really says something. I mean that was a long time ago. 2009, yeah, yeah, just about. I don't remember when it became a downloadable file, but 2009 was, I think, still. I think that was like one of the first versions of the game out there anyway. So, I mean, yeah, that says a lot. I could definitely be on the server more. I've been practicing building, so I'll try making something cool on the server. Well, I wouldn't spend a ton of time on it just yet. I mean, we'll be updating the server soon to 1.21. And before that, I might talk to Unreal and just kind of see where he's at with things, if he wants to try to help a little bit. Not necessarily come back full time, but, if he would want to try to help out with some things again, then, maybe he could also kind of help train you a little bit, teach you all the ways. I miss Unreal. Speaking of which, could I put my head in one of those empty things? Oh yeah, probably. I mean, originally it was supposed to be a mod wall, and then people who weren't mods started adding their head, so we just kind of left it. But yeah, there's still 1, 2, 3 empty squares there, so you can definitely add some you can definitely add a head there if you'd like. We gotta do more with spawn. Like I think one other thing that if we ever, well, when we restart the server to season 4, we need to have a plan in place and actually follow through with it. We had an idea, but it wasn't like a solid idea. We just kind of went in and said, "Yeah, we want a village, and we're gonna put a shopping district right next to it." And so we got stuck shoving everything in here. When in reality, we needed to probably actually have a solid plan in place before we just stepped into it and said, "Yeah, we're gonna do this," because it ended up being that we tore out the whole village there, and we rebuilt spawn, and then I think we rebuilt it a second time, kind of, sort of, and a lot of the buildings aren't even really finished. The casino never got finished. This was a big reason for a lot of burnout as well. Poor Unreal spent hours and hours and hours trying to make it all work, and it just kept breaking. I felt so bad for him. I'm sure that really didn't help him much. Um, but that's okay. What's Unreal's number? I'm gonna text him. I don't have his number. How many days old is the server? In Minecraft time, it is, where's the days? Several. Where is the days? Hang on. Am I blind? I might be blind. Hang on. I promise you it's usually in the F3 screen, but I don't see it. You know, I don't know. It's old. It's old. I've been running this server for 1.5 years, so it's been on for a while. Hmm. Yeah, I'm just blind, I guess. Or no, yeah, I don't think it's actually on here. Never mind. Okay. Oh, no. There we go. Yeah, I think there's some plans in the back of my head for what we're doing next with the server, but there will be more. There's plenty more for this season, but there's a lot of plans for the upgrade. That's why I'm gonna hopefully get in contact with Unreal at some point. Maybe we'll actually record an episode of the podcast. And then, you know, we'll go from there. Kind of like it'll kind of be like an open discussion sort of deal too. I don't know. What launcher do you use, King? Lately I've been sticking with Lunar. I use CurseForge. I don't really like it, but I use it because I've been using it for a while now. But I'm gonna probably move off of it, and I would like to start using the Modrinth launcher because it has an auto update feature. But Modrinth is pretty nice. Yeah, that's pretty much everything I think I wanted to talk to you guys about for now anyway. It is almost midnight, and I'm pretty tired, and it's getting hot. Just start spamming that number. Gosh. Do I have that number in my contacts? I'm about to be, like, deeply disturbed, aren't I? Whose number is that? I don't know, but it's scaring me. I'm just gonna pretend that I'm not seeing that. And let him know you know who he is. That's not creepy at all. That's not creepy at all. Okay. That is gonna be it for now, guys. I'm banking on that being a fake number. I really am. Let's see, what is I looking for? Oh yes, person to say hello to. You know what? It's been a while since we've said hello to Puddle Duck. And I think, yeah, she's playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. So we'll see what she's up to. Pleasant Slumber King, and if you ever want to let me know if you're looking into another. I mean, will do, man. Will do. I'm gonna try to get some things rolling this week, hopefully, and then I can't do anything next week, but the week after that we might start acting on some plans. So I'll let you know if I get any updates there for you. I want to be an admin. You know, you would actually probably be a good admin. You have the right mind for it. Okay, guys, I will catch you all hopefully tomorrow, possibly. I don't know. I think I'm gonna stream tomorrow. Tomorrow's a holiday, so I might not. I'm also celebrating my birthday tomorrow, so we'll see. Anyway, I wish you all a good night and a good morning and a good afternoon and a good day, because some of you guys are spread out throughout the world, as it turns out. But with that all said and done and out of the way, I'll catch you later. Good night, guys.